All right, good evening and welcome to Thursday Huddle for May with Wickless and Scented by Faith. So we're going to get started here and we're just going to talk about a lot of different topics tonight that y'all picked, and we're just going to answer those. And if we have some more questions at the end about different things, we will go through that. But anytime you have a question, throw your hand up, unmute yourself, type in the chat if you want to talk, ask questions. Feel free to show your face, whatever. And we're super glad that you guys are here, and I'm going to let Jen kick it off.
Okay, guys. So you guys had a lot of really good ideas on what to talk about. So we are going to talk about all the things that you guys wanted. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is first time sponsoring tips. I wanted to basically kind of start off with this because obviously, this month we have our $20 join special. We are recruiting all the people, and it is very important that you guys help them on this journey to start them off right. So with that being said, you need to help them set them up for success. I personally, if every single person that I have recruited, I have reached out to them and I have scheduled a live Facebook party with them. I have a few of them who are kind of not wanting to be on camera, and you just make sure you let them know that it's you. The reason why I suggest you doing this is because our goal, like our job, is to help them reach their goals. And their first goals is going to be reaching their shooting star. And then their second goal is going to be hitting certified, which right now we're in the middle of an incentive period. So that's even more important, more than ever, to help our recruits do this. Okay. So I personally, every single night this week, I have scheduled a live with them, and it's usually anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour long. And I just talk about all the things that we have. Make sure you guys communicate with your new person, and you guys are having them on. You want to encourage them to interact with you. You want them to encourage to invite other people to watch, because the more people who are there, the better that the outcome is going to be, because our ultimate goal is to help them reach their goals. One thing that I've noticed with one thing I used to do, and I'm noticing it a lot more because we have so many people coming on, is it is so quick. We're so quick to tag our new teammates in all the things. Guys, we don't want to do that. We don't want to overwhelm them. We need to be focusing on helping them out, giving them something to do, have them report back when they're finished with these things. So for example, if someone were to just sign up right now, I'm not going to go to the team page and tag them in all the things. That's not what we're going to do, because think about it. If you were that person and you were tagged in 10 different posts, it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to shut down. You're going to probably not watch them, and it's going to be a mess. So I send them the link to the workstation, because it usually takes about an hour for them to get their email with their ID number. So I tell them, as soon as you get that email, get your ID, here is your workstation. I usually show them how to create the shortcut on the workstation. After that, I tell them, as soon as you get in that workstation, the first thing that I want you to do is your first things first. You need to focus on completing all 10 steps. And as soon as you're done, please reach out to me. I'm not going to do anything else with them until I know they're done doing that. And the reason why I tell them to do this is because when I start showing them how to create a party link and how to do this, I don't want everything to be so foreign. I want them to kind of know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And so I want it to be easy. Once they're finished that, then I will help them make their link and then help them create their party and et cetera, et cetera. But one thing you guys need to remember, please don't tag them to all the things at the same time, because it's overwhelming. And honestly, they're not even going to know where to start. So make sure you are giving them little tasks at a time. So that way, once they complete them, move on to the next thing. And another thing, so I do the launch party with them. I schedule it. These girls, I ended up doing it a week after that they had joined. But ask them if it's okay to post in their group page too. Help them out. Make sure, have them add you to their VIP for a while. Comment under things. Set them up for success. we all know that when we're commenting under their post, it bumps it up in the algorithms, and we want their post to be seen. Help them out. Make an announcement on their page. Say, I'm Jen Brandt. I'm so-and-so's sponsor. I'm here to help them get their start off on the right foot. And, if you have any questions, you can ask so-and-so or me. I'm here to help her for now. Just ask them though. Ask them if that's okay. If they don't want you to, then that's okay too. But the biggest thing is we need to be focusing. You can't be recruiting people and just not communicating with them, because they're not going to do well. There's so much information. It is overwhelming, and we need to be there to help them every step of the way. That is my sponsoring tips. Anna, if you have anything else to add.
Yep. I just figured that out. Okay. So I'll have one little thing to add to that about helping post in their groups. Like, I have a perfect example. I just had one of my new teamies, April, who just joined, and she had hosted right before that, and gave her the offer. She didn't want it at the time to join at that time, but once we submitted her party and closed everything out, then she decided she wanted to do it. So I didn't want that to deter from her just hosting. So what we've done, as soon as her party orders came in, I got them all nice and pretty for her and got them to her. And then, so once she gets them in their hands, we're not going to just say, okay, well, she's got all the orders from all her supportive people. We're not going to stop there. So she's going to get them all their goodies, and then they should have them by Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm going to go live Sunday or Monday in her customer VIP group. And I'm going to say, hey, everybody who's in here, add 2 or 3 of your friends who maybe want some Scentsy too. And that way it's not the same people buying, a few weeks later. So I'm going to go live again and just say, now we're switching it, not support her to get free and half off, support her in her business. So I wasn't letting her just hosting stop us from that. So I'm definitely going in there and help her with that. So speaking of parties and hosting, some of y'all want to know, how do you get people to host parties? It's going to be different for everybody. Some months is better for me getting people to host, and some months is not. But the trick is maybe not saying party, or just knowing your customer, knowing that potential host. Number one is offering something that may entice them. Like, what I'm going to start doing is, well, that's a little bit if you already have a host, but if you the mini warmers, like if you make a post, like, which is your favorite mini warmer, or if it's a new season or new catalog, make the post or send it to them. What's your favorite warmer in here? And you could offer that as a half off or a hostess gift if they book a party and they have a qualifying party of 200. So something that's going to entice them to want it. Or if you know that they are like, well, I can't buy right now, money's kind of tight. Perfect. You need to offer for them to host, but maybe not use the word party. Just say, hey, well, let's get your stuff for free and half off, and this is how we're going to do it. And I'll do all the work. We're going to get your friends together. You just add them, and then I'm going to do everything. It could be bag party, whatever. And not everybody's going to want to do online. Somebody may be better with a bag party. The key is knowing your people. And then also the personal shopping links. I love those. And sometimes I see even other consultants in Scentsy, they just go ahead and send their customer the link. They're like, not even going to tell them what it is. Just like, hey, I want to reward you. Here's your own personal link. Use it anytime you order. And then I'll let you know when you get to, the rewards, and then you're going to cash in. I mean, it's simple. They're already spending that money anyway. And that has been a real big one for me too. Just like, cause I had somebody send me an order, and they're like, I need some more bars. I said, well, I'm gonna send you a link, because she's hosted before. And I'm like, it's just like hosting a party, but you don't have to host. You just send it to your friends. And she already had, like, the second day, she's halfway to 200. So offer up those personal shopping links. And then let's see. Then I kind of went over all that and, offer something, but try not to use the word party, and try to, like I said, know your potential host and just put it out there and make it seem, easy, but not, they have to be invested, and they have to, like if it's online, they do have to comment, they do have to be involved. And if it's somebody who loves the product anyway, that's going to be super easy. So just kind of in your wording and knowing your people. So Jen, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit to it, because I just thought of one thing while she was talking. But before I do that, your approach and how you ask people to party is everything. You got to remember not to cold message. You got to remember, bring it up in conversation, normal conversation. If you are communicating and you are having connections with these people, you can nonchalantly throw in about having a party. Know, like Anna said, know your customers. If there's something that you know they have their eye on, like this truck, and maybe they don't have the money for the truck, then, you know, you can say, well, you want to try to host a party. Like, you guys need to know, and it's really in your approach on how you talk to everyone, because that's how I get my parties. Usually someone will be like, man, I love this one, I just don't have the money right now, or whatnot. I'll be like, girl, let's get this for you for free. It doesn't, it's really just in your approach. It doesn't take much. Just be authentic, be sincere, make it about them. Don't make it about you, that you want them to party to make money. So just keep that in mind. But real quick, we are getting ready to do our bring back my bars. And that is really important. I'm going to go ahead and mention, I'm really big on my bring back my bars months, because I have a lot of loyal customers who truly only party with me when this comes up, and it's next month. It's in 2 weeks. So I wanted to show you real quick. I grabbed it out of the closet while she was talking. And I make my testers. I get these at Michael's. You don't have to do anything fancy like this. The reason why I do it like this, it's easier for me to slide in an envelope and mail it to my customers. If it melts, it's no big deal. It's in a tester. I'm fine with it. But my customers absolutely love this. They look forward to it because they have hands-on. They can share it with their friends. They have the whole set. And I tell them once they're done, they get to keep it. So this is an idea too. If you're trying to front load your calendar right now, snag one of these photos. I can post it to Anna's page of pictures that I have that I've done in the past of our testers. And you guys can do something similar. Get those parties booked. Think ahead. We have plenty of time. And yeah, I'm really excited. I love bring back my bars. I have customers who absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next topic, which is how to handle rejection. I don't think this is a subject that everyone, I mean, it's hard for everyone. I know it's for me. I know Anna has a hard time with it. It doesn't feel good. Any type of rejection feels horrible. The thing that you have to remember is you can't take it personal. Think about when people cold message you or people are asking you questions. Do you ghost people? Do you not respond because it's awkward or uncomfortable? We all do it. I do it. You got to remember, whenever you're asking people, please don't let it discourage you, because I think the saying is, and Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, for every 10 people you ask, you might get one reply or one yes. So you have to go for the no's. You have to, because you'll never get the yeses if you don't push yourself and push yourself and push yourself. I watched a training not too long ago of Courtney Reyes. I absolutely love her. So I don't even know if she has an Instagram, but a YouTube, but if she does, follow her. She had made the comment one time, get your phone, message the person, put it down and walk away. Just walk away. Don't even think too much about it. You could check back in later, but ask someone. If you need to ask them to join, or you're trying to ask them to party, or you're trying to ask them something, guys, send the message and walk away. It is okay. We all get rejected. It's not easy, but I will tell you, it gets easier and easier. Like when someone doesn't reply to me, I'm totally fine with it. And I respect that. One thing that I do try to do though, is when I am asking them to join, or I am asking them to party, I kind of add it in a conversation that we may have, or I leave it kind of like an open conversation to where we can talk about something else. So if they don't want anything to do with what I'm talking about, we'll continue talking about the other thing. So that way it doesn't make it that awkward. So that's something that you guys can keep in mind too. So that way maybe it doesn't, and if they don't respond to that question, then they don't want to join, or they don't want to party with you. But there's no easy way. There's not. Rejection is terrible any way you look at it. It's hard, and it's hard for me. I feel bad all the time when someone doesn't, but it does get easier. I promise you, it does get easier. All right, I'm looking at some questions real quick. Can you buy the whole set of Bring Back My Test? Yes. So, well, actually, I did not read the news tab yet. So usually in the past you can buy all of them, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. You will be able, so I make mine, yes. And I had already answered that. I make my testers. What I do, and I'm going to just bring it back. I'm going to bring these back out real quick and show you. I used to melt them. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. I will cut the bar in like the cube in half, and I'll stick it in one of these, because if you're mailing it to someone, they're going to pop it out and use it anyways. It'll melt, or they're going to use it. So don't waste your time on that. I think that's all I have. Anna, if you have anything else about the rejection.
I don't really think you covered that one pretty good. So I will go on to join packs. And I call them my join packets, opportunity packets. And that's why I had to go. I had to go grab it because I did not. So what I have a lot that are already pre-made, and you don't have to do this. I mean, you have all you really need is join brochure. I mean, you can get them from the team store, and the consultant store has all the information that you need in it. But I did last year, at the end of last year, I went and made my own little booklet here, and it has a little bit of my story in it. And I was gonna see if I could share my screen, but I didn't have time to pull it up. But it kind of just says, so you want to be a wax boss. And then it kind of has like just a little bit. So getting started can be very scary. I talk about me a little bit. You know, I was an introvert when I started. This QR code goes to the Why Cincy video that some of our upline SSDs and other teamies made. I think it was like last year, the year before that or something. So then you open it up and it says, why should you believe me? And it just talks about, you know, I said, I'm a wife, a boy mom, 0 sales experience, da, 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 da. And then I talk about some of the incentive trips that I've earned down here. On this side, why should you choose Cincy? I talk about Cincy, kind of how it got started a little bit. And then top 5 reasons you might be scared to join. And then, of course, I've got my own personalized pictures in here. Again, you do not have to do this. This is just something I did, and I just have it now. Top 10 reasons to join. Common questions answered. I kind of go and answer the questions about website fees. Do you have to carry stock or inventory, that kind of thing. How will I learn to do this? This is where I'm going to tell them that I'm going to be the one right by their side. I give them the kit options down here. Next page, and then this is going to go QR code right to my join page. Ready to take the leap. Here's how you do it. It's got my phone number here for them to call me if you know they want to go ahead and do it, and they didn't tell me they were doing it. I have the commissions chart, commissions plan in here, and then on the back it says where could this business take you? Your only limit is you. It just has pictures where I met Heidi and Orville. When I went on trips, I just got a bunch of pictures on here. I do include a join brochure, and then I put just a little card in here that I can write a little note on the back. And then I put this envelope could change your life, and then also throw some confetti in there. So that's just kind of my join opportunity packet. Just something simple I threw together. And then I also have a little welcome packet for when they do join, and I already have them pre-made. I try to have at least 5 to 10 on hand. But again, you could just put your little note with this join brochure and be good to go, because this has all the information in here that you need. You do not have to be creative or whatever. Just use what you got and move on. I just want to be extra. So do you want to add anything to that, Jen?
Yes, I am just going to say Anna is organized. She has their stuff together. She has all those packets. That is the way it should be. You should always be ready with a join packet. I do not have all those things. I am working on always having stuff ready, but it makes life simple. And that's exactly what we need to be doing, is making life simple. Before this join special, because right now at the join special, I've not been sending out things like that because it's $20 and people are just jumping on the opportunity anyways. But what has it been? 2 months now. I started those dream boxes. I made a couple up. I already actually have somebody's name on here. This is one that she turned me down. but I want her on my team. So it's staying. Like, this is her box. I have it made up for her. She actually just put another $100 order in today. And I don't know what we're doing here, but she spends so much money. I'm just like, girl, come on. So we're going to have another conversation shortly, but I have the same concept. I made dream boxes. I wanted something to be fun to send them in the mail to kind of like wheel them into how exciting Scentsy is. I have the same thing Anna does with the join packet information. I have my story like on piece of paper. I have confetti and things like that in here. I decided to put samples, so you can put samples in there. I also have, I saved these for my whip box. So guys, if you're getting whip boxes, save these. These make really nice little extras whenever you're trying to make something look super nice. In your success store, for those of you who may not know where that's at yet, but it's in your workstation. If you go into your account tabs, you can find personalized fun items. I have some of that in here. I even have cotton cleanup. So I just try to make it fun and put items like that and samples and things, so that way they get a little bit of all the Scentsy. They'll have my story, they have the joint brochure, and then that way I can, like, you know, convince them that it's exciting. When you get a box of goodies like that, it's exciting. So you guys can do whatever, any way you want. A lot of people do the packets. I'll probably do some packets too, so I can slide those in the mail. But I also, the ones, my dream team people, though, I made these dream boxes for them. And this girl right here, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her one of these days. Next on the list is samples on a budget. Guys, you should not be spending a ton of money on sampling. You should not. I personally, I have my Scentsy money and I have my personal family money. They're completely separate. Now, I will tell you this. Whenever the first year that I was in Scentsy, I did use my commissions and I would roll it back over to get myself going. I would buy samples and packets and things like that. But you'll get to a point where you will be able to just keep everything completely separate. When I get my commissions, I take a chunk of money. I leave it on my Scentsy commissions card. The rest of it goes to my bank account. And that is what I use for samples, for shipping, everything, my warmer of the month, my Scentsy Club, all of that is separate. Like that's how I track it. So make sure you guys are don't spend your money on it. When it comes to samples, the best way to even get your samples and to get all your bars is investing in the scent or warmer of the month. That hands down right there, you get 9 bars that you are able to make samples with. You're able to use them as hostess gifts. You're able to do so much with that, and you're getting it before it launches. So I highly recommend, and it's a tax write-off, and that is a big deal when you're doing your taxes. The scent of the month, make sure you sign up for that every single month. Even if you don't like it, you are making samples and getting it into other people's hands. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean the next person isn't going to love it. Trust me. Let's see, what else do I have? Felt samples are probably the cheapest way to go, because you're able to get a lot more wax on a little piece of felt, and you're going to be able to make a ton more than me cutting one in half or me cutting it in a fourth to send it in a little baggie. Felt samples are very easy. They're cheaper to even ship, because you could stick it right in an envelope and slide it right in the mail and then go on your merry way. So felt samples, you can go to Walmart, you can get a sheet of them for like, I think it was like 50 cents. I think something like that. And I mean, seriously, now that we're going into the summer months, honestly, that's what we all should be doing right now, is felt samples. Guys, get your products for free. Get your products for free. So this is something that I got very good at when I first joined, is when I had a host and say they were at 400 or 450, you know what I did? I told them, hey, if you get another $100 or another $50 in orders, you bump your party up to a $500 party, you get free shipping, you get extra rewards. If they turn that down, they're like, nope, I'm spent, I'm done, we're done with the party. You know what I did? I would collect a few more orders, I would piggyback on there, and I would get my more rewards. Guys, the rewards is where it's at. When you are able to get more and more rewards, even if it's somebody else's party because you added more orders to it right away, you will be able to get more product in your hand so you can make samples. And that's how I did it for the longest time, is I piggybacked on back of orders. And I was able to bump them up to where they got to the next tier of rewards. I think that was it. Get your products for free, half price. If you're partying and you're collecting all the orders, pre-orders, you are getting those rewards. You need to save them so that way you have the product and you can make all the samples. I think that's all I have. If you want to talk a little bit about the 10 bar special, Anna.
Okay.
Unless you have anything more to say.
Okay, nope, I'm done on that one. You covered that one pretty good. And I think I may have attached the 10 bar special flyer that I tried to attach it in the chat anyway. But I do have it, and I have two different ones. And because somebody asked specifically about 10 bar special, so I'll go over it real quick. So what I have, the breakdown is 10 for $42, and you have to have 6 customers to do it. I'll make sure this is in both team pages as well. It's an image. And it tells you exactly how you're going to enter these. You need 7 6-packs at a regular price, which is $210. And then you're going to end up with 2 half-offs. You're going to use, for those for 6-packs, $30. And then you'll have some host credit left over. So it's going to be 60 bars at $41.65 each, plus tax. So you need to add tax to that. So it's pretty simple, but the key to these kind of specials is having the right amount of people to get it, and also making sure you're doing this privately. You cannot post this publicly because this is a personal special. So do not advertise it publicly. Private message, email, that kind of thing, in person. So I'll make sure I get this image, but I think I did find a way to attach it on there as well. There's also a 12 bar special, that kind of thing. But the real main thing I'll touch on real quick for Bring Back My Bar, and I think we'll probably do another maybe quick Zoom or either just individually go live on our team pages, talk more about Bring Back My Bar. It's about pushing for club. Definitely that is going to be a big ticket to push for club for Bring Back My Bar. So you want to make sure if you can afford to pick some of the bars, get them with your rewards or whatever, get some Bring Back My Bars. So that's a 10 bar special. So we'll kind of hit on this last little topic here, and then we'll end up wrapping it up if y'all have questions. So back to Jen.
Okay. How to get people's attention. Guys, this one's an easy one. Definitely need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to be using your stories. You need to be putting stuff in your stories. It is not just Scentsy. You want to, if you love your dogs or if you're homeschooling a kid, I'm using examples that I do. You don't have to put your personal life in Facebook and in your social media, but you need to be sharing. So then when you're sharing, people are interacting with you, and then you're able to share Scentsy as well. Sharing, changing your wax, doing your diffusers, things like that. That is catching their attention. Reels, guys. We started utilizing that the last couple of months. I'm seeing some success. My Instagram is growing. I'm getting people commenting on posts that I don't even know who they are, asking me if this is even a Scentsy product. So definitely focus on creating a reel. If you do not know what that is, follow me or Anna on Instagram. We've been dabbling in it and trying to get those to work. And we actually do get a lot of views on our reels. Thank you mail. Thank you mail. It's the simplest thing that you can do to get people's attention, because when you make your customers feel like they're the only best customer, they will be back. You want to make sure you're focusing on ways to make yourself stand out, to make them keep coming back to you. It's as simple as a handwritten note, or you can even write it on a scent circle. So you need to make sure that you are treating your customers well. Stay positive. There's a lot of craziness going on right now on social media. You cannot be suckered into being negative and commenting and all those things, because people are watching you. You need to try to stay as neutral as possible, stay out of the way of things like that, because people will start judging you or thinking, and you'll lose people. You want to be the positive face. You want to be the one that they think of as somebody positive. And the last thing I wrote here, and I already said it, is treat your customers like gold. You want them to feel like they are the only ones. You want to send them thank you mails. You want to message them, say thank you when you get an order. You want to give them samples. You want to make them feel valued, because they will be back and they will bring their friends and their cousins and their moms with you to shop because of the way that you treat them. that is basically all that I have, because I could go on and on and on and on about these topics. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead, unless Anna has anything to add. I keep forgetting to ask you.
That was good. Yeah, if y'all need to talk, unmute yourself and talk, or raise your hand or type it in there. We've got a few more minutes left, and then we'll cover those. But we covered all the topics that everybody suggested. So if y'all have anything else, so we can jump on for a few minutes. Go ahead.
And if you're brand new, whoops, I just got myself off there. And if you're brand new, we do this every what do we do every month, every second Thursday of the month. So if you have questions and topics and you know that our meeting is coming up, shoot us a message and we will be glad to talk about it during our meeting.
Yeah. No questions. All right, well, I'm going to stop the recording, but don't get off yet, but I'm going to stop the recording.